What's up everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA 2K23 Challenge Series video, and today I'm returning to the Impossible Round Challenge Series, and in this series, I take on some of the hardest courses in the game on extreme course conditions, and we take on a different course each week and try to activate 4 different scoring tiers. So on the screen right now, you all can see those 4 different scoring tiers, and you can see all the courses I've played so far and my score on each of them. And a week ago, we played the incredible James Bond Island and got tier 4 activation for the first time. That was an even at James Bond Island, the best round so far in this weekly series, one of the best rounds of golf I've played in this game. But the 4 tiers we're trying to activate are Tier 1, 90 or better. Tier 2 is 80 or better. Tier 3 is 75 or better. Then Tier 4 is the impossible tier, which is even or better or an ace during the round, which we got one time so far in this challenge series a week ago. We're looking to get on a streak today. Today's course will be Blade's Terrarium from the designer Blade, and this is a course that many people have recommended to me for quite some time actually, but just never got around to playing it, and mostly that was because I was stuck at Central Park AG for 66 weeks. But here we are, Blade's Terrarium, first time playing this golf course. I've heard that this course is very challenging, but we are on a streak. Tier 4 activated last week. Let's do the same thing today. So, you all already know the settings. It's the same. Now, it's a little bit different on this course, because you only have one pin set. And look at this. Is that a typo? 9,658 yards? Oh no, what have we got ourselves into today? Who recommended this course? A lot of people. Okay, and then there's only one pin set on this course. So, pin 1, usually it's back tees, pin 4. But it's... 9,000, over 9,000 yards, almost 10,000 yards on this golf course. Okay, now. Okay, very high winds, like always. North direction, very firm fairways, very firm greens, very fast green speeds. Default time of day and weather. It is time. Our 14th course in this series, our 13th week in this series. I'm feeling good. Let's go ahead and dive on in. If you all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, plenty more sports game content to tune into on the Gamerability YouTube channel.
Hope everything is going perfectly with you. And today starts with the par 4. Now let's crush this drive, middle of the fairway, and stroll on our way from there.
I like the way John thinks. Crush it in the middle of the fairway, stroll on from there. Okay. What have we got ourselves into today? Let's take a look. First hole, interesting. A lot of sand. Kind of a nightmare of what we're about to see. Let's take a screenshot so we remember this moment, right? Oh my. And I'll be honest, I have no clue if I'm pronouncing the course name correctly. That's just how Google said to say it. Blade's Terrarium is how Google said to pronounce it. Is it right? I don't know. Oh no. Wait, is that the green? This is a par 4? Okay. Oh, well, there's that. And oh my, what is this in the middle of the fairway? I mean, the water. Oh no. 9,500, like, what was it? 9,600 yards? We got a hole inside of a cave in there. What in the world am I looking at right now? Looks like we're shooting from the top of a waterfall. Oh, no. Oh. Well, okay, make your predictions right now. How many tiers will we activate today? We did tier 4 last week. Why not do it again? Maybe it's a lot more scoreable than it looks. Is there a shortcut here? No. Well, I don't think many would call that a shortcut, but it is something, don't get me wrong. That is not a shortcut, though. Okay, well, wish me luck. I like the side slope here. Bake it off the side slope. Come on, go, go, go. You're kidding. Oh, I thought it was going in the sand. We got a big hop down there. And don't you all worry, double espresso last week led us to the first ever tier 4 activation.
Yikes.
Double espresso in the cup today. Cheers, everybody. So yeah, I'm gonna be hyped up and energized, just like always.
Second shot here on the first.
I don't know, I think I was a little more energized last week than usual. 258 yards left? It's a par 4? Blade, what have you done? This is a designer I'm not familiar with. First time ever playing a design from this designer. Okay, so good news is, green is flat. Bad news is, it's impossible to hit. Especially from this bunker. We're gonna have to lay up. So maybe this is a sign of a course that where it's really tough to hit the greens, but when you hit the greens, you're gonna be rewarded. We can only hope that all the greens are this flat. You're kidding. You have to be kidding me.
Let's regroup. This is what our third shot's looking like.
I can't believe that rode that far. We got a good snap out of that sand, and it just went. And this is not where you want to be. I mean, it's a easy shot for the fairway, but this right here is not an easy shot, especially in this wind. But good news is, we get out on the green, we're going to be making the putt. It's important to keep in mind, this is just hole number 1. Let that sink in for a second. This is hole 1. And the only thing that's scoreable right now is the green.
Grab your putter. Okay, let's go. This
wow,
one
straight putts can be terrifying though, because my swing plane's not great. So if we miss this, it's going to be very sad. That's a perfect tie for perfect swing plane.
Looking really good.
Let's go.
Even par at the moment.
Okay. Green, great. Honestly, opening golf hole, fantastic. That was great design. You bang it off that slope and hope you land the fairway and you send a 3-1 into the green. The green's simple, but everything else is tough. I actually love that design for an impossible golf course. And what in the world is happening here? Is that the fairway? I don't know if I would call it that. That's certainly something. A fairway? No. Okay. Are we just... I think you just have to send it into the sand somewhere. Welcome to Blade's Terrarium. Do we get this up and over this rock? That is a dangerous question to ask yourself. I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say we fade this and get lucky. I didn't even pay attention to that water. You're kidding. I didn't even look at the water.
Here's our second shot
Yeah,
on hole number 2.
I saw the water. What a golf shot. Are you kidding me? Now, could I ever hit that shot again? Probably not. No. Now, we have a backboard here, and I kind of want to use it with a pitch shot into this wind. No. Yeah, I think a pitching wedge pitch, though, into this wind. We don't need to use the backboard. That's perfect.
Great work on the approach. You saw that one, didn't you?
Everybody remain calm.
5 feet to the cup from here.
From what we've seen of this course so far, there's going to be a lot of water shots coming up. So if we can get a birdie here early, we're setting ourselves up for success.
That was a fantastic shot.
Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers, everybody. Brian, who you waving at? That's right. He's waving at you on YouTube.
1 under.
What in the world?
Headwind is definitely a thing on this hole.
Downhill 349 feet? Look where the red tees are. Can we play from the red tees? Wait, we are playing. There's only one set of tees. That's a different golf hole. Oh, is that shooting across the way, I bet? Yeah, that's shooting across the way. I was like, for the red tees, we are on the red tees. There's only one set of tees. The red tees are 9,600 yards here. I don't think a 3-wood, even downhill 349 feet, doesn't get there in this wind. Drivers is pushing it. I think it's got to be drivers, crazy as this sounds. I think with how long this ball is going to be in the air, the wind's going to affect it like crazy. Like, usually you would think this would fly way too far. I don't think it will. I don't think a 3-wood gets there with this wind. Remember I said this. Wind, please. Wind! Wind! Wind!
And blunk.
John, now is not the time for that sound effect. John. I mean, that's just one of those shots you have no clue. When do you ever hit a 349 downhill shot? We were close, but told you all that a driver... Well, actually, I said it. It might land too short, so never mind. Never mind what I said.
Sand, looking for an up and down.
That's
here.
just a nightmare. The good thing is bunker shots are the most predictable shots on very fast green speeds, so... But wow. I do like that the greens are scoreable here. The problem is that hitting those greens is not easy, but made it look easy there. Great splash shot. Wow, I can't, if there was a water shot I was not expecting, it wasn't that one.
Nothing too serious.
To be honest, I wasn't too worried about that far water there.
So far, so good.
You don't have 349 feet downhill in your caddy book, though. Maybe you all do. Okay, tier 1 on pace. Tier 2 on pace. Tier 3 on pace. Tier 4, you better believe it. Let's let that espresso kick in.
Okay, after that one, you've gone up to even par.
Are those rocks in the middle of that green? Excuse me, Blade? Are those rocks in the middle of the green? You talk about a screenshot right here. This is a beautiful golf course. This is fantastic. Yeah, those are rocks, all right. Welcomes to Blade's Terrarium. Terrarium. Definitely how you pronounce it. Downhill 67, strong wind. I think everything funnels into the hole. The problem is you hit those rocks, you're in the water. Water everywhere. Just drop your 1 times, everybody. We need some luck here. That could be in. Remember, Ace is a tier 4 activation!
Ouch, what was that? Well done. You go down to 1 under if this goes in.
What? What kind of drop did we just get? You can't make this stuff up? Our ball was there? And we drop it here instead of off the rock? Excuse me? Welcome to Blade's Terrarium. I mean, it says we're on the green. Look at the top right. Yeah, no, we're not. we are not on the green. I can tell you that. Well, I wish we were on the green. We got to chip this. A rock lie. Have you all ever had a rock lie on the green? Only in the Impossible Challenge series, right? You just can't make this stuff up. It's about as unlucky as you could get. It would have been such a simple putt. We have a rock lie on the green.
Good job with that chip shot.
It would have
Alright,
been the
drop this on
simplest
in and
birdie.
save
We
your
almost
par.
aced it, too. Crazy to think about that. I'm
This
not going to
one's
complain
tracking.
about a par in that hole.
And that one drops. There's your par.
That's one of those holes where you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. We got ourselves into some trouble there, but luckily we were
Alright,
sitting up there on the
staying
rock
right
with an
at
easy
even
chip shot.
par. Heads up. Wind's going right to left on this one.
What in the world? 558-yard par 4? You're kidding. We have a jungle down low of rough. We have fairways to the left and right. It looks like a triangle green. Okay. Yeah, we may shoot 155 over by the end of this round. I don't even know which fairway is easier. We're still going to be left with like 200 yards on the next shot. Let's just go this way. Yeah, I tried to do that. Yeah. Oh, you tried to hit it out of bounds, Ryan? Smart. That's smart.
This one's your third.
That is smart. I don't even know what to say. When I looked at the caddy book, I completely disregarded that the down low area was out of bounds. I mean, obviously I'm not aiming for that. But I misplayed the wind on the right here, clearly. And why did I not just aim to the left? Because the wind's pushing you. I don't even know. I'm just moving on. You're kidding.
Oh my, splash.
We're not even to the hard part of this golf hole yet. How did that...
And setting up now for your fifth shot.
Where is the game telling me to aim? This is impossible. No, this is not possible. It's not. This is impossible. This might be the hardest golf hole ever. There's nowhere to hit it. You have... There's nowhere to hit it. The odds of hitting this fairway to be like negative. So maybe the game was right into telling me to aim over here. No, it doesn't give us a shorter route. I have no clue what to do on this golf hole. Part of me wants to just punch it into that bunker up there. No, there's no shot we hit the bunker. Yeah, I think we got to lay up over here and hope we get lucky. Did we just find the new hardest course in this series? You know, Looper's Old Lay is number one
shot.
so far.
Okay,
This
green
course,
is below us from here.
if it keeps going like this, yeah, I don't see how we hit this green. Not with that attitude, right? I see how we hit this green. Look what we did last week on Impossible Greens. We hit some shots that I never believed were possible for me. Get lucky, get lucky. Thank you. So, yeah, we didn't hit the green, but
a little off
we're
on
on
that approach, but that's
for triple.
okay.
Maybe the back opens up a bit. Like the front. Like those first few holes had a lot of scoreable options. Get in. Okay, yeah, this course I think is going to start showing its teeth even more. This is probably the hardest golf hole I've ever played.
Oh, that was almost in.
No, I think Loopers only. Every single hole there is the hardest golf hole I've ever played, but
I still love and respect you.
Thank you, John, for still loving and respecting us. That's all we needed to hear after that.
Looking good.
Well,
Sitting at 5 over par for your round.
you know the best way to get rid of a tier 4 activation after being even
Par
through 4?
5 for this hole.
5 over on a hole. And now we're shooting through a waterfall. I need some coffee. Cheers. That espresso's not kicking in today. This is fantastic, though. We have to give the designers so much credit. This is such a cool golf course. I mean, you gotta respect it. This is a max difficulty course, but I can see why everybody wanted me to play this, but also this is a nightmare of a golf course. The first par 5, I'm like, oh, good. 783 yards. And can we even hit it up here? I don't know. It's worth a shot. It also could be a trap, but...
Not sure where this one's going to end up.
You know how hard it is to hit the rough up here? Like, I would
Careful with this
argue
one. We're in the deep stuff.
that it's harder to hit this rough than it is to hit this fairway. That is so unlucky. You have like a foot, a couple feet, until it rolls down into the fairway. But no, let's not. Let's stay right here. Great idea. This is absolutely insane. Like, I've played hard golf courses before, but just wow. I think we have to go low on this one because then we're never gonna, I don't even know. We just gotta send this one. Just get lucky. Just gotta make it up as we go, right? That's the beautiful part of this Impossible Round Challenge series. You know, it's a different course each week, and you just never know what you're quite getting yourself into.
Now, let us set our sights on the green.
But when I saw over 9,000 yards, I knew I was in trouble. I mean, I have no clue. Maybe 3 hybrid? That's
I don't know.
perfect.
This one could go either way.
This is nuts.
Okay,
Welcome
we've
to
got about
Blades
165
Terrarium.
yards to go here.
166, 6 iron into a headwind. Let's do 5 iron and send it. That's the worst time for a slow.
This
Are you
could be heading
kidding
for the
me?
rough.
That's not heading for the rough, John.
Oops, that one went bye-bye.
We got a very favorable drop. Let's not ask questions. Let's just drop the ball. You don't ask
And
questions.
This is your 6th shot.
You move on. This might be the hardest. We might have found the hardest course up there with loopers only. This is insane. You have to hit shots you would never dream of hitting.
Okay, double bogey coming up. This one's on a good line. And 7 over at the moment.
Well, 7 over after an even through 4 start. Did anybody predict when you all saw that flyover? I'm sure
Okay,
there's
let's see what you
somebody
can
who's
do
like,
here on
oh,
the
back-to-back tier 4. You saw the flyover, and then you got immediately nervous and went down on that prediction. It would be amazing if we break 90 today. On pace for tier 1, yeah. Tier 2, yeah. Tier 3, maybe. Tier 4, let's not talk about it. Is that a turtle? It is. It's a turtle. With rocks all around the green. This is another one that if you don't get lucky, you could say goodbye. I mean, the only club you really have here is a 3-wood. The wind concerns me, but don't be concerned, right? Be confident.
I like the way this is tracking.
Because remember, tier 4 is still possible, and there's a par 3. We almost had an ace this round. It's hard to remember that after those long golf holes. But yeah, we did almost have an ace. Wow, you know, the week before Thanksgiving, this is not the round I needed. You know,
approach.
Holiday week next week. Hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
27 feet out.
And get some good food, everybody. For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, get some good food. I'm ready for pumpkin pie. Now, the impossible... There'll be no video Thursday next week on Thanksgiving. Now, on Friday, I don't know. I don't know yet if there'll be an impossible round. We might not next week. I don't know. I'm going to try to. I am going to try. So this is Friday, of course, November 22nd. Next one will be Friday 29th. I don't know on that one yet. And I also don't know on weekend videos that week either. 27 feet. Uphill 4 inches. But my plan is to post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, about 2 videos a day. No video Thursday, and I'll try to get one in Friday. We'll see. And I'm not sure about any on the weekend. But let's send this one into the hole. For birdie. I crushed it, and I pulled it. That never had a chance.
And this
That's the thing. When you have a chance for birdie on this golf course, you better be making them. And
that'll do nicely.
That's a miss. That is certainly a stretch of golf. A 9 and a 7.
And you're 7 over for the day. We got a right to left cross breeze going on this hole.
Who put that there? I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that those rocks are definitely hittable. With what we've seen on this course so far, don't trust anything. Now, we are in these rocks, so the wind should not affect the ball very much, theoretically. It's a par 6! Look at the yardage! You can't make this stuff up. 1,028 yard par 6. Never before seen on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel.
Oh, that's no good. Okay, and as we set this one up, it's
so
deep
unlucky.
Into this rough. Just wanted you to know.
Thanks, John. Glad you let us know that. We did need to know that. Well, anybody got any ideas? I got one. Can we not get a 10? Huh. Well, at least the designer put boats in here for us to travel to our next golf shot. What is this? What? We're gonna have to hit a bank shot off the wall to not hit the rock directly in front of us. This is nuts.
This might be bad.
I mean, that's the only shot we had. Executed it pretty good, so that's nice, but only in the Impossible Challenge series, right? I mean, I think it's better off going in this little valley here to the left, but I'm just sending it. I don't even know what to do right now. I'm just gonna hit the send button. You know the good news, it's a par 6. That's perfect. A couple trick shots already. And look, it opens up here. Here's our chance to strike.
Wrong with that.
Going for birdie. Honestly, we got really unlucky. We got very unlucky with the bounce off the tee shot, off that rock. It looks like it was going to bounce right, but instead it just went straight forward. Well, I got to hit this one close and get a par on our first par 6 here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. I'm glad we don't have to play too many par sixes, actually. I can see why we don't see them very often. That's very well done. Now, is this green going to be simple like hole 1? I want that green like hole 1 again. I do think that this is going to be very makeable. We're on the green, believe it or not.
Save the hole.
A wild ride to get here. Off a rock, off the wall, onto the green. This is not going to be a simple putt. 22 feet, downhill 1 foot for par. Welcome to Blades Terrarium. Where dreams were crushed.
Get there.
I love how this course gives you hope.
Yikes,
on
that
those
went right
first
by.
4 holes. It's like, okay, this isn't too bad.
There's 4 feet left on this one.
Well.
Looking pretty good.
Well,
All right, you're
well.
at 8 over currently.
Not too bad, you say? I am shocked right now. This course
one's a
is
par 4
insanely
hole.
difficult, but also it is awesome. This is a fantastic design. Like, you talk about a perfect impossible challenge course. This is insane. A lot more fair than loopers only, but still a nightmare of a golf course. Is that... I mean, is this an aimable fairway? There is no shot that anybody can hit that fairway. There's no shot. Nobody can hit that. There's no shot. Not even the top players in the world could hit that fairway. Here we go.
I think it'll land in the fairway.
Every
Could
single
head
shot
into the
here
rough, though.
is so tough. And please stay in the sand. Please. Thank you.
All right, let's get out of this
I
sand.
mean, we got kind of lucky there. Oh, now the green. Okay, this is when the course starts its rage quit ability, right? First few holes, you're like, okay, this is nice. Straight greens on number 1 and very scoreable greens first 4 holes, and then number 5 hits you, and it's like, okay, it'll get better. Number 6 hits you, and then you wake up real quick. Then you see hole number 7, right? The par 6, and then wow, you know you're in trouble. Welcome to Blades Terrarium. I don't even know what I'm looking at. That was honestly perfection, but that was so close. I feel like that just grazed the top of that rough. That was insane. Are we going to be on this upper tier? That is incredible.
Nice shot.
One of the best shots we've hit all day. Besides that near ace.
And here we go for the birdie.
Okay. This is when the course is starting to really show its teeth. 14 feet, downhill 2 inches, working its way from right to left. This course is absolutely insane. Blade A. Blade, if you somehow come across this video, thank you for designing this. This is fantastic. I may not say that on the 18th hole, but I just want to make sure I say that right now that we're 8 over. Once we're 30 over, like at loopers only, well... Huh.
Going towards that hole. Ooh, just missed. All right, give this a tap.
I mean, it looked like it just grazed over the edge.
All right, we're done that one. Now let's take a look at the score.
I mean, that would have been a game-changing
And
putt.
currently 8 over on the deck.
Okay, front nine's over. Tier 1 on pace. Yes.
And as
Tier
we tee off
2,
here, staring down a long
Yes.
par 5 hole.
possibly. Tier 3, let's not talk about it. Tier 4, when there's a par 3, there's a way. And who knows, maybe the back 9 opens up. Hey, we got a par 5, and it seems like it's kind of scoreable. It's only 623 yards. Is that a helicopter? Attached to a mower? Huh. Okay. That's surely something. I see what we're looking at. And I mean, we have to go for it. There's no other option. I'm not afraid.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah, I
Oops,
tried to do that.
That's no good. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th.
Okay, we got a rock relief earlier on the green. It put us on a rock, and then now we get no relief. Ryan has to break his wrist. He has to break his wrist. He has to snap his wrist into onar deviation. He has to break both of his wrists in order to hit this shot. And then look at the plantar flexion. Like, there is no shot. There is no shot that this would be possible. But Ryan Gamer, the multi-sport athlete on the channel, you know, he knows how to get the job done. And rough shot. I don't even know. Where's this ball gonna go? Well off to the right? I don't know. Ryan had to just break his arms in order to swing that club. I don't even know what was going on with his legs there and his body. What in the world just happened?
Got about 115 yards to the pin.
All I know is we do have a chance possibly at an eagle hole out here, because I'm feeling good. I'm mad now. You know, remember what happened last time I got mad? Central Park AG, attempt 66.
Good job. We're on the green. Okay, 13 feet to the hole. I went right by. And drop this one in for your par.
How do you miss an almost straight in putt? Well, you pull it a mile. That is so frustrating.
Oh my goodness. And 4 feet to go.
Brian, can you do us a favor? Can you throw that putter into the waterfall?
That's gonna work.
Just toss that putter out.
Par for the day.
I don't know how that didn't break. I mean, clearly I crushed it.
Working with the
That's why it
tailwind
didn't
on
break.
this hole.
Welcome to golf. A week ago, even at James Bond Island, our first ever Tier 4 activation, Impossible Tier activation in one round. Oh my, then this week. Is that an alligator? Is that an alligator green? That is incredible. An alligator green, that is fantastic. This course is so cool. I mean, it is extremely difficult. Do not play this in very high winds. Was not designed to play on very high winds, I can tell you that. But wow, this course is fantastic. Like, this is such a cool course.
Well, this could maybe roll its way into the rough, possibly. Ouch! Into the water.
Would you say, Ryan, such a cool course? Yeah, I did say that.
Okay, third shot.
Can't blame the course. Oh, look! That's a par... Wait, what? That's a par 3? There's no way. Okay. That's a par 3? Oh,
And
yeah.
the shot's gonna drop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, it's a
Heck of
par
way to hit
3.
Par. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par. Let's see what happens here on the 12th hole.
I mean, what do you say, right? What do you even say after that? Yeah, yeah, it's a par 3, okay? It checks out. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. What a pitch shot, first off. And what a difficult golf course. This is fantastic. This is what the Impossible Series is all about. This is what this is about. You get to see courses like this that you usually would not see. This is insane. Amazing. What? This just got serious. Wait, we can't get... Is there a shortcut here, or is this just impossible? Oh, it's just one of those. So you're not meant to play this wind direction is what it is. Yep. I'm telling you, north is always the worst wind you can play in this game. It always works out that way. You ask why it's always north? Well, north is always the worst in the impossible, or for any course in very high wind. I don't know. It just works out that way. And I like to keep it consistent, right? Across all the courses. It's a reason the settings are always the same, but
second shot on the 12th.
It seems like north is always the worst, and here's a good example of that. This is a boring par 5, but mostly because of the wind. If you play this probably on default wind, this is probably a fantastic par 5 because you can send it up the hill.
There we go. Good shot.
But now,
okay, hitting into an elevated
when you play it in
here.
this wind, it's just not the most fun par 5. But to be fair, the impossible rounds are not meant to be fun. Yeah, there's no shot we get there with that tree. Yeah, especially uphill 65, so we've got to just send this into the fairway. I mean, how are we going to hit this fairway? I'll show you how.
Heading towards
just like that
bunker. Setting up here for your 4th shot.
Hopefully nobody was listening to that call. Welcome back to Gamer Ability, everybody. Good to have you here. Glad you all took a break there for a little bit. We're in a lob wedge situation. We're going for birdie here, and just hoping we get kind of lucky. To be fair, I don't think anybody would trust me when I say I'll show you how to hit the fairway. My fairway percent is usually terrible. Please be straight in.
And this one for par.
Close to it. What an eventful par 5. What an eventful round. Like, what words do you use to describe this golf course? It's kind of in a league of its own. It's in a league of its own. Like, I don't think I've played a course quite like it. Nightmare at Blades Terrarium. Is that how you describe it?
7-footer here.
Not putting well today. Just not putting well.
Putting it on in for bogey.
That's 10 over, but we could be a lot worse, and we could be a bit better too. We should never have had that 3-putt bogey. Is that the oh, we're shooting back over the alligator now. Downhill 223 yards? Where are we hitting to? I have no clue what's going on. Are you supposed to aim for the rough? I assume you're supposed to aim here. Or it's one of those rock bounces. Listen, there is no shot. A driver downhill 223 carries over the alligator onto that fairway. There's no shot. There's no shot to the fairway here. Welcome to Blades Terrarium. I think you have to aim for the rough. How interested are you all into seeing me actually try this? I mean, we have Tier 1 activated. Tier 2, we're battling for it. And that shot would be impossible. It'd be really tough to hit the fairway. But I don't think this is possible. I really don't. Well, there's no other way to where to go, though. You hit to this green, and then from this green to that green, then from that green, you have 211 yards left, and then you shoot to the main green. Okay. I'm just gonna try it. I honestly don't see another route.
Something was off on that swing, though.
Well, I guess the rough it is. That's impossible. So no,
Yeah,
you can't reach the
going.
fairway there.
You might need a club or two extra from here. This is
We
really
got lucky.
deep.
Definitely aiming for the rough route. Obviously. You can't make this stuff up. This is the most insane golf course besides Loopers Only. Loopers Only has the impossible on every single hole. This course is up there with that in difficulty. I would say this is number 2. Greek Isle probably number 3 in this series, right? I think it would go Loopers Only, and then it would be this course right here, Blades Terrarium, and then probably Greek Isles as number 3. And then East Lake Golf Club has to be. East Lake Golf Club and Dead Arrow Valley might be a tie for the 4th spot. Oh, Dead Arrow Valley. The course that must not be named. Somehow I have to get up and down for par here. You know, it's nice when you miss a shot and you miss it into the rough and it's still in play, right? We got lucky on this hole. We did.
Here we go. Let's
thankfully, I like the way the designer did this. So Blade decided on the almost impossible holes to get to the green. Let's give the golfers basically a straight green. So, you know, to get there is almost impossible, but somehow we parred this.
Getting there.
Nobody would predict a par there for me.
Get out of here with a par.
Nobody.
Okay, 10 over for your round.
All things considered, this is a pretty solid round of golf.
Let's see what happens here on number 14.
I mean, this is incredible. This course is so cool. Wow. Yeah, this is fantastic. What a design. An unreal design. This would take forever to make, but like, wow, it's a nightmare of a challenge. 876 par 5 with water everywhere. This should have been another par 6.
Beautiful swing.
It is very firm.
All right, here's our second shot
I
on the
do
14th.
think that this should be a bit shorter. You know, long par 5s that are just, even in impossible challenge rounds, long par 5s with no trick shot routes or no way to get there in 2, it's just a very, there's a couple of them on this course. It's just a very boring golf hole, right? Even on an impossible challenge, I think, or like a course that's made to be extremely difficult, right? I know this course was not designed to be an impossible challenge course. I believe this course was built well before that, before I started the impossible challenge. But like, this golf course, on a course like this, I feel like there has to be a route on a par 5 for 2. It should be almost impossible, right? But there has to be a route to get there in 2. Because if without it, par 5s are just extremely boring, right?
Around 250 yards to go here.
And the good news is, this is probably the most simple hole in this golf course. So maybe we could be thankful that there's no go for it route here. That's perfect. Oh, no, it might not stop. Very firm. I did full backspin. If it stops, it's a simple putt. It's going off. That's tough. That could have been our birdie.
Right, this is your
or eagle
shot.
If we hold it out. Let's hold out this birdie. Yeah, this is simple. Or just turn this into a par 6, right? Why not?
That's gonna work for you.
We'll
Nice
take the
shot
par,
out of the
though.
bunker.
Not complaining.
And you're sitting
That's a
at
par.
10 over today.
That's I think that's a golf hole to lower your rage
That
quit
wind is
numbers.
picking up, blowing
Unless
left
you
to
hit the
right on
water.
this one.
287, downhill 74 is a par 4. Thank you, Blade. Thank you for this gift. You know, Blade on the last hole, you know, he's like, Ryan's a little upset at the par 5. And he's like, oh, then Blade is like, all right, Ryan, here you go. Drivable par 4, your favorite. Yes. Okay. All right, Blade. Now we're on the same page. Now we're talking. And we're going to ace this.
Well, not the purest of strokes.
Not the purest of strokes. Indeed, John.
Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close.
That is one of the worst swings I've hit in this video game. And I've hit a lot of bad swings. You all have seen a whole lot of bad swings in this Impossible Round weekly series, right? The No Limit series, you all saw plenty at Predator AG and then
This one
Central Park
for the
AG.
birdie.
30 feet, uphill 1 foot. Send it in. Come on. Love that golf hole. Love the design. Just didn't execute. And you don't execute, you're
4
going to be
feet
walking
to
away with the
go.
par on the easiest hole on the golf course.
Putt's tracking. Well done on this one.
Tier 1 activated. Tier 2 still on pace. 3 par 5s to finish this course. And now it's actually the tier
Now
doesn't.
sitting at
Okay,
10 over
that
for your
actually
round.
the numbers
Good
would
luck
have to
here on
be
the 16th.
moved. This is a par. What is the par here? Oh my. This is a par 85. So technically the numbers would have to be shifted, right? So tier 1 and tier 2 act like I don't know. I think they have to be shifted, right? I think it would change back if a typical par is 72, right? Typical par 72 would, okay, this is a par 85. That is 13. I don't even know how you would shift the scoring, the tier system. I didn't even think that there would be a course with this like this, so there's that. What in the world? You're kidding. That's the fairway I'm supposed to hit? That one? Okay.
Oh, that's off track.
Yeah, nobody was predicting me to hit that fairway. Let's all be honest. You're kidding. No shot that's out of bounds, right?
Setting up for our third shot.
Right?
Well, looks like you got some work cut out for you in this next one.
This is insane. Now the tier system
Here's a fourth
is
shot.
really, it's kind of worthless this week, right? Because of the par of this golf course, right? So basically, we're going to activate no tiers. I guess, let's think. 90 or better on a 72. That's 18 over par, right? Or better. So
I don't
maybe
think this
that's,
is gonna be
maybe we have to
good.
change the tier system because of Blade's Terrarium.
Oh man.
Is
From
this
one to the
sand?
next. What kind of
Or
luck
is this
that?
concrete? Remember when I was happy to see closing par 5s? Yeah, about that. Wait, no, we can't get this up there. We're going to try. Oh, no. We should have just declared it unplayable. Some of you might say, well, Ryan, what's that rage quit meter at? Well. Well, it's up there. It is up there. We're just gonna have to hit this into the fairway. Wow, remember when I said this course might open up? It did not open up. Isn't
Heading in
that the
that
truth?
direction of the bunker, I think.
Still can't hit the fairway.
All right, setting up in the fairway sand.
Just hit the fairway, Ryan. It's not that complicated. So I guess for this course where the par is so
Okay,
different,
good stuff.
18
Back
over is
into the
90 or
fairway.
better. So that's
And this
honestly
is
what we're on
looking
pace to
be
doing
about
right now.
155 yards out.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Some of you that played this course, when you saw this course on the feed, you're like, oh no. Some of you all had a smile on your face like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for this
So
one.
is it the
Others of
bunker
you were
barrel?
like, no, Ryan. This is impossible.
Okay, setting
That
up
we have to
here
declare
with
this
an
one is
elevated
unplayable. We're
green
too
ahead.
close to that hill. There's no shot we get this up out of that heavy rough. You got to declare it unplayable and reset the shot.
And this is somewhere around 155
I've never seen
yards
anything
out.
quite like this. Loopers Only is still the hardest course in this challenge. We shot 30 over, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe we shoot 30 over today. So tier 4.
Well, that's too bad. You reached our shot limit on that hole. Gonna move on here.
Okay,
Here we go.
so
Par 5 ahead of you. Let's see what
17
happens.
over. Yeah. We have to par out to get tier 1 activated, so it'd be 18 over. Anybody got any ideas? We could technically have one bogey. Welcome to Blade's Terrarium. I'm gonna have to go
far,
back
so
and look at
good
all
for
the
this
people
one.
who recommended this course. Just so I can remember who put me through this pain. I just need to know. I need to know.
And here's our second shot on the 17th.
Who put me through this pain? Well, Blade did. But Blade, I don't believe Blade ever told me to play this course. Maybe, you know, I don't really. It's not a designer I'm familiar with. So I don't know. Maybe Blade did recommend this course on the channel and just has a different name here on YouTube. I don't know. I don't remember who recommended this course, but I do know it's been recommended multiple times, and oh my. Wow, did this course beat us up today. Tier 4 activation last week. And then, well,
Okay. Here's
yeah.
the third shot.
Is this course possible? No shot. Could I ever break 10 over on this course? Yeah, in 100 attempts. How long would this take if we did the no limit challenge? Well, my prediction would be about 1,000.
Oh yeah.
So the good news is you all never have to see me play
This
this
putt
course
is
1,000
for birdie.
times.
Could
We
be a
take
good
this
one.
birdie and be on our way.
Nice. Dropping that for the birdie.
Good news is
Well
tier
done.
1 is on pace. That'd be an 18 over on a typical par 72, right? So yeah, technically we are
Blowing
within that.
left to right on this one.
Even if it's a par 70 or par 71, we'd be in it as well. I don't even know what I am playing anymore. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know about you all. I feel like I've been playing this golf course for 25 years. I feel like that we've been playing this course for 45,000 years.
Well, this one's a bit wayward.
Ryan, what's that rage quit meter on right now?
Well, it's too bad.
I don't even want to
Second
talk
shot
about
on
it.
the 18th.
There are difficult courses in this game, and then there's loopers only and Blades Terrarium on a league of their own. Two courses that make Central Park AG and Predator AG look like the easiest courses in the video game. And those are, in my opinion, the hardest courses in the video game. But no, Loopers Only said, well, Ryan, and then Blades Terrarium said, well, Ryan, I've got something for you. Yes, you did indeed. The problem with this course is there's so many shots that you just never hit. You've never hit in your life, right? Thousands of hours in this game, I've never hit shots that have been required on this course, so it's just really difficult.
About 110 yards
and
to go here.
Yeah, it's very fair on the greens. I will say the greens are very fair. The rest of this course is perfect for an impossible challenge. Like, this is an insanely challenging course. This is what the Impossible Challenge is about. Courses like this and impossible rounds like this, wow, they crush you. And
nothing wrong with that. Safely on
we're
the
dancing
green.
for par with the chance for tier 1,
from the
thankfully.
Oh.
Good news is, even a
This will
bogey
be
is
for
still tier
bogey.
1. It's still tier 1. I know it's not going to be a 90 or better, but
So far, so good.
clearly I didn't
And
think
the
we were going to
bogey
play in
putt drops,
par
and that will
85.
end your round. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. We'll see you next time.
Well, John, wait, I'm far off. I am far off with my thinking on that. I thought what math did I add up? Oh, I'm pretty sure I added my score at that point in the round together. You all were probably shaking your head like, Ryan, no. No. So this is a par 77. I don't know where I made up par 85. I was looking at my score at that point in the scorecard and added them together. I added 44, my score in the front nine, with the par in the back, 41, to get 85. A par 85. Yeah, right. I don't even know. This course crushed me on multiple levels today. Mentally and physically, this course beat me down. Oh my. Blades Terrarium. Wow. So the par is technically a 77. And typically a 72. A 72, a 90 or better. So if it's a 5 more than that, it's 95 or better. If my math is correct, 95 or better. 18, it would be 18 equivalent to 18 over, and that's what matters, right? 18 over is a 90 or better. It's 18 over or better, right? That's a typical par 72, which is what the tier system was made for. It was not made for a par 77. So adjusting for the par of this course, that is a tier 1 activation, barely. 17 under, we barely got the 18 over better. Did I say 17 under, 17 over? Yeah, that was interesting. That is up there with Loopers Only as one of the toughest course. The thing is there's no room for error, and you just have no clue what shot you got to hit in those winds. I feel like that course was made to be played in the south wind direction, not north. I feel like south direction, that course would be a lot more scoreable. But wow, we have to give a lot of round of applause and hype to that designer, because Blade did a great job on that one. That was a great, really fun fantasy course, really impossible course that has all the challenge, but also Blade made the greens fair. I mean, those greens were the most fair part of that course. So what Blade could have done is made the greens a nightmare. But instead, Blade's like, well, we're going to crush golfers on every other shot. Once they get to the green, let's reward them. Now, did I capitalize on the putting? No. No. So, Tier 1 activated? No. Oh, yes. That's right. 18 over or better with the adjusted par of 77. That is a Tier 1 activation. Tier 2? Well, no. Not even close. Tier 3? No, not even close. Tier 4? We almost had an ace. So, yes, kind of close, but also very far away. 28 fairways in regulation. No wonder. You missed the fairway there. You're going to be, I don't even know. The fairways are tiny, so I can see how we hit 28%, but that shows how we couldn't score. 38 gers, 1.39 putts per hole. That was some of the worst putting I've had in this Impossible Challenge series. On greens that were not that tough. I was just missing too many putts. That course had me flustered. It did. I mean, that course got me. It won. I mean, it won on every single level today. That was unreal, and the challenge of that course is way up there. If I rank the top 5 hardest courses, you can see on screen. Now, 13 courses, 12 weeks. The first week, we played 2 courses. We played Emerald Dragon and East Lake. But, ranking of difficulty level, nothing is close to Loopers Only. Loopers Only is number 1 in difficulty. It's not even close. Number 2 is Blades Terrarium. The nightmare at Blades Terrarium. I have no clue what that word means. Don't think I've ever seen that word before or heard of it. Terrarium, but I believe it means something like a nightmare golf course. So that's number 2. Number 3 is Greek Isles. Has to be. I mean, that course was absolutely insane with hole number 1. Number 4 is Dead Arrow Valley and probably East Lake. I might put East Lake in front of Dead Arrow Valley. And then I might put Dead Arrow Valley at number 5. So that is your top 5 toughest courses in this game so far. And some of you might say, where does Predator AG and Central Park AG rank? Predator AG is right up there with Loopers Only because of how easy it is to concede shot limit. The thing about Predator AG is it's very scoreable on the back 9. Once you get past number 10, we don't talk about number 10. Once you get past number 10, the course is very scoreable. You can get 7 or 8 birdies on the back after 10. So, that's up there. But I still think Loopers Only is the hardest course in this video game. I think number 2 is probably Predator AG. Number 3 is Central Park AG. Why do I not put Central Park AG ahead of Predator? Even though I was there for 66 straight weeks. That is because at Predator AG, you can concede shot limit on like 8 holes. Central Park AG, almost impossible to par, but you're not going to concede shot limit very often on that course. Predator AG, you're going to. So that's why it's going to be Loopers Only, Predator AG, Central Park AG, Blades Terrarium after that, and then after Blades Terrarium, it's got to be probably Greek Isles, and then East Lake and Dead Arrow Valley. That would be how I'd rank them. Now, what's important to point out, James Bond Island is right up there. The reason is that golf course is insane. Go back and watch last week's round. Impossible round at James Bond Island here on the channel. Yes, don't let the score fool you. That course is up there with Predator AG, Central Park AG. If you miss on that course, you're out of bounds. You can get 10s on that course like it's nothing. I hit every shot where I needed to. We got so lucky with bounces. James Bond Island is right up there with the hardest courses. Even though we shot even, I actually think James Bond Island is harder than Dead Arrow Valley because of the out of bounds potential on every single shot. I also think it's harder than Greek Isles because Greek Isles has hole number 1 that we don't talk about. But after that, Greek Isles is actually very playable, minus I think one or 2 other holes. James Bond Island is almost impossible on every single golf shot. Starts on hole 1. Every single shot, if you're not on the fairway, you're in the water. No matter what. There's no room for error. So James Bond Island is right up there. So I would add that up there with some of the toughest courses in this game. But yeah, a long outro here, but I like to talk about the difficulty. We've been doing this for 12 weeks now, 13 weeks. The first, yeah, 13. This is our 14th course. So been doing this for quite some time now, and we spent 66 weeks at the No Limit Challenge at Central Park AG. And then we spent 11 weeks at the Predator AG No Limit Challenge. We would still, I believe, if it wasn't for round number 11 at the Predator AG, we would still be there. And of course, at Central Park AG, that could have took us 5,000 attempts. So yeah, so glad that's over. That the stress that series caused was just, oh my, I am so glad we finished Central Park. That was the most stressful video series I've ever done on the channel. It's one of those series that I wish I never would have done. But we did it, and we did it for 66 weeks. I endured it, and I would never do it again. But this series has been a blast. Thank you all for being a part of it. The course next week, is it going to be harder than this? I surely hope not. Hey, great job to the designer here. This was a great golf course. It was fantastic. The environment, the sight lines you had, the alligator green, the turtle green. There was an elephant on the golf course, I believe, as well. Just a really cool design, but extreme difficulty playing in very high winds. Be careful out there when you play this golf course. But big thank you for you all watching this to the end. Despite all the pain, you all kept fighting with me to activate Tier 1. I thank you all for just being here. You know, you stayed through over an hour. You did not click off the video, and that means a lot, you legends. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps these videos, and it keeps these Impossible Round series going each and every Friday. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video on the channel. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.